I'm going to bypass intros because this is a quick little mini reading, okay? This is it. 2025 is on its way out. I'm in the background doing a whole lots of stuff in the background. So you all are not going to hear and see me possibly for the rest of the year. Okay, but this is a quickie message they shouldn't have. There's a collective of karmics out there, and listen, I want to say viewer discretion is advised. Okay, trigger warning, all those good old things. Does not replace any sort of medical or professional advice. This is also, past, present, or future. All zodiacs, masculine, feminine, men and women. Again, be responsible for your own life. Be grounded. Be practical. None of us should be just simply listening to anybody. This would go for anything, in my opinion, whether it's religion, spirituality, intellectualism, or anything in between, without a level of balance for yourself. Okay, because it's your life at the end of the day. Okay, it's easy for anybody to stand behind a podium or in front of a classroom or behind a screen and tell but you should. So at the end of the day, it's your life. Okay. Now, I don't want to waste time because I have a lot going on in the background that I'm working with my oversoul and team on as this year's coming to a close and all of this BS that has been going on. So this is a collective reading for a collective of karmics that this is somehow entangled with these cult members, these people who are joining these radical groups. But it's like a secret little clique. Their day jobs are upstanding citizens of society, but their other stuff is they are participating in the occult practices, but they are abusing, and it's in distorted energy, and it's violating innocent life. They're abusing government programs. They're abusing military knowledge and tactics, warfare tactics and so forth. And so this is distorted energy. But this is definitely a collective of groups of younger women, possibly. Okay, I want to say anywhere between the ages of maybe 20 to 35. Okay, and however this fits for some of you, the title says they shouldn't have. And because what ends up happening with a lot of these people that get involve themselves in this stuff, they start experiencing a lot of negative things, but they don't want to equate it to what it is. My eyes just glanced down to my Kipper deck that's showing a child. These people could have been doing moon magic. 18 in the major arcanas is the moon. But this is also like about illusions, secrets, things in the dark, things hidden. Okay, some of these people joined groups that basically violate innocence, because the child is not always a child. It could represent someone's inner child or someone that is innocent. Okay, innocence. Okay, they can be 30 and be innocent, especially if they have a mind. You see what I'm saying? But these are the people who they don't care. They actually, these groups, rather, these cults, they don't care. They actually harvest the energy from these youngsters. That's why I said trigger warning. Okay, they're getting off on it. They're getting paid for it. Okay, since they're into a cult, it's a harvesting of energy, their chi and all of that. So now the reason why the title says they shouldn't have is because someone was expecting. We have a 28 energy. There was some groups of karmic women between the ages of 20 and 35 that were pregnant. And I said were for a reason. They were pregnant, but they joined Either if it's not official cult, they just joined a very toxic group, their friend group, their family group, and started doing some occult ritual practices on innocent life while they were pregnant. And I just want to say, this is not something that excites honorable masculines and feminines. They're actually saddened and they're disgusted by how so many youngsters are getting themselves involved with things that they shouldn't be involved with, and how it's hurting them. But when you're young, you feel invincible. We've all been there. Okay, we know the story. Every last one of us on some level, maybe not to the same magnitude as toxicity, but we've all been young where nobody couldn't tell us nothing. We thought we was just shit. Okay? And we thought we were invincible because it seems like we were. Mommy and daddy always rescue us. You know, whoever, you see what I'm saying? We bat our eyes, you know, whine, cry a few tears. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And so, you know, everybody's fighting our battles, for some of us that have ever had that, because I really never did. But people who, you know what I'm saying, had that kind of vibe, it's like, yeah, you can feel invisible because you got everybody else fighting. Everyone else is taking the heat for you. Okay? So I'm trying to be careful with this one, because what happened to whoever these collective feminines are, they joined in on some vengeance on the honorable feminine, because once again, what all of these types of folks love to do most is to blame shift. These people possibly sent death to the honorable feminines, and they possibly sent it to their children, their offspring, to be in these cults, to get hazed in, to get the next level of spiffs, or whatever this is, or help their friend do it, you know, because some of them, it's, you know, they are the friend of somebody that's in, you know, trying to do this, and so they join in on that, and the friend offer them, you know, pieces of the pie. You see how it keeps going, branching off to, you know, I'll give you blah, 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 blah. They all have a shared hatred for these honorable feminines and masculines. So this fueled them to want to pursue this, even in the condition of expecting. They were expecting. They were pregnant. Somebody was pregnant in this age group. And they lost the baby. If they didn't lose the baby, listen to me. If this is true for them, this is certainly not true for everybody. So y'all get your pennies and your chonies out of a bunch. Okay. They lost the baby. And if they didn't lose the baby, then they could be having some kind of major difficulties. Okay? And instead of taking responsibility, like, hey, you know what, maybe I need to look, I'm participating in some kind of occult, some distorted occult practices against, I'm abusing something, I'm doing something that's not, I can't even tell my mom this, I can't tell my dad this, because some of these youngsters, their family members are known as Christians. They themselves was associated with being princess, prayer warrior, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So they can't tell mommy and daddy or uncle and auntie, you know, whoever it was that raised them, basically, that now that's not a part of the bullshit, because some of them do have folks that's full on a part of the bullshit, okay? But some of them don't. So it's like they can't tell their elders, like, I'm a part of this group, this is how I'm getting all these come ups, and this is really happening because I'm really dabbling in something that I really shouldn't. Yeah, I go to church on Sunday and Monday and Wednesday, and I'm the prayer intercessor leader of the praise and team leader. But I have another life. I'm helping a friend. We do voodoo, hoodoo in a baneful manner, unjustifiably. We've been trained. We're trying to get into this cult from a previous cult member that got kicked out, that has it in for the same honorable feminine that we have it in for. And this is why things are getting weird. But instead of facing that, we're going to say it's this feminine's fault, because we want to pile on. We want the world to think that our mishaps is at their hand, instead of the fact that we have been doing terrible things to them and their children around the clock. They could have had at 3 a.m. So this could be somebody who discovered they were having problems late at night or in their sleep and woke up and was having pain. Or this could be with this 9 of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. These are people who have been assaulting feminine and their children every day, all day, and especially at night. Trying to disturb their sleep, trying to make them uncomfortable to sleep. So whoever these feminines are that could have lost, their unborn, or if they didn't lose it, they're having difficulties. Something could have happened during their sleep. Okay. Give me 1 second. Like I said, this is a quick message. You all won't hear from me for the rest of the year. On this side of the globe, it is 6:13 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, that's in Southeast Texas. You won't hear from me again for the rest of 2025. Let's see here. We got lots of stuff going on in the background, and it's for a reason. Because it's plenty nasty energies that have been going on in the last few days. These are people that could have been expecting your child to die, or to get, trying to sacrifice your child as well. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, that's the part that I'm really saying in this reading. Is like, folks can't take responsibility for their life. They can't. Okay, so you want to be a part of a cult. I did a teaching on that a while ago. So you say you want to be a part of a cult. You got to take it all. And see, and this is whoever have been recruiting these youngsters to be, ought to be shamed. Oh, they ought to be shamed. Because, the young, impressionable minds. The reason why I'm saying that is like, okay, so play on their gullibility or you see what I'm saying? And then they got to still take the heat because they're making adult decisions. To not have no regard for how it's going to impact these young folks' lives is another layer to me of disgusting. Especially those who knew, as they recruited these young people, or to get them involved and start doing shit like that really was not allowed, or that they really had no business doing it. I have a Scorpio here. So yeah, either you're a Scorpio, your child's a Scorpio, somebody's, what the hell is that? Like a penis. Hey, hold on. What the hell is that? Let me turn this down because it's too bright. No, it's still bright. Scorpio. And then it has number 8. Okay, the Chariot. No, the Chariot is wrong. I made a mistake. I think the Chariot is 7. What's number 8? I always forget this one, I swear. Yeah, I think the Chariot is 7. What is 8? Strength? 8 might be strength. Okay. And so this could definitely be about a Scorpio or Leo, somebody that's just sent a whole lot of heavy, dark energy to y'all. This could be somebody that, yeah, for some of you, they wanted to do this because of your strength, or somebody is like this, a bully. And Scorpio literally came out, and then Aquarius. So a Scorpio and an Aquarius can be involved here. We have number 11. So this is about justice, fairness. This was not just. This was not justifiable. These actions that these people have been taking against the honorable feminine and her children. But when you are in delusion, and you, first and foremost, you're dealing with young minds, on top of the fact that even its leadership and all these people are in distortion, and they exploit maybe their connections to the judicial system and things like that. But these people start to get karma. A part of this death energy was karma, or if you don't res with the whole idea of karma, okay, the best thing that I can say then is the energy that was invested was rerouted under the leadership of the honorable feminine and the honorable masculine and their sovereign team, because it was not justifiable to be sending all of that yucky energy. They were, so in other words, they rejected. It was rejected on a higher plane. Rejected. So what that means is that energy investment is still energy that went forth. It's energy that has been sent out, charged, conjured, built up. Entities have been, sacrifices have been made to offerings, entities, like all of these investments. So what happens, even for those who don't necessarily believe in karma, that's why I said, well, it was a rerouting under the authority of the honorable feminines and masculines. Because again, chances are the team of the honorable feminines and masculines and their children possibly appealed to all of these various beings and people and said, do not do it. Cease and desist this investment. Everybody in their stubborn energy with that Leo energy that came out. I've been, so they continue on, 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 even up to this very moment that I'm speaking to you, for some of them. Because all that they do is simply seek out other help. As soon as they realize something ain't working, they all get up and get in their cars and go to their head witch cult lady. Or to the cult man, the Aquarius, or whoever. Okay? So there was a loss. The scorpionic energy is death. And this is a karmic cycle. So like I said, Neptune, illusion. This could be hidden from people too. But these people are delusional, and they've cast a lot of illusion around situations. They could have hid the fact that they were pregnant, and only them and like the boyfriend and the inner circle. But this is also like, these people are confused. Yeah, fire. They could have hid that they were working with a fire sign. Cancer is here. They could have been wishing cancer. Like, the reason why I'm going here with this reading is because these are people who can't take responsibility. Neptunian, delusion, illusion, subconscious, manipulating people's subconscious, doing shit to people, because the occult practice knows about that stuff. And these previous cult members, which they're in heat. If they don't know that they're in heat, they gonna know it in a little bit. Because what they did is went to towns and cities and places and spaces with impressionable minds, or people that's got just as many problems as them with their emotions, or whatever the case, and taught these people these stuff. And I said this to myself the other day, and there was some youngsters that came in my energy, and I kind of chuckled and smiled. I said, you know what? I said, they teaching these youngsters all this stuff. They can't even teach them how to do good in school. They can't get them to get their mathematics together. You know what I'm saying? But they up in here giving keys to occult practices to impressionable minds that ain't got no business doing nothing but maybe getting their stuff together. That's what the fuck, you know what I'm saying, in terms of their capacities. Giving these, tools to, no harm, no qualms. But I'm saying, like, people who be addicts and fiends and then youngsters and teenagers, like, you don't give them no sophisticated ass. You don't do that, because they gonna be a loose cannon. They finna fuck up the whole game. You don't do that. Because you can't take it back. Once you teach them something like that, the only thing that you can do, and that might not work, is attempt to bind them. But the only thing they gonna do is take what you taught them and teach somebody else. And in the same way that previous cult leader member, the same way they got kicked out and decided to do it on their own. And then when they no longer could do the rituals, then they just decided to teach other people how to do it. Ciao. 23. Yeah, these people were bringing chaos and conflict to you and your children. Spell work, attacks. They were sending infernos, possibly, to you or your children. Trying to cause cancer, wishing cancer. Cancer could be involved. Somebody may have cancer. The fire sign could have cancer. And listen, I'm going to say it again. This is a whole reading about people not able. And when they're not able to do that, they dump on the ones that they chose. They made the active decision to daily attack somebody. They made the active decisions. I don't care if they hid it from the preacher, the pastor, the teacher, the intercessor. I don't care if they hid it from the police officer, their mama, their daddy. They made an active decision to continue to unjustifiably abuse the occult practices to cause physical, mental, and emotional unrest and harm on the honorable feminine and their children. This was an active decision made over and over again. Even once all possible higher level warnings or guidances came through, the decisions were to proceed. Tampering with their environments, tampering with their, I mean, these people were all doing more than the most. This is detestable. And they kept at it. And then when they get ill or someone close to them or something happens, then it's like it's their fault, it's their fault, it's their fault. We're gonna get vengeance. You see this utter bypassing. Vengeance, they're the one that made the decisions to invest in such nasty energy to begin with. Vengeance. They're the ones that spent shit tons loads of money and called everybody around the world that they could. They're the ones decided to join in on this circus shit show and plot and scheme and abuse government programs and housing and all these things. They're the ones who decided to try to cause physical harm. And then when somebody get a cancer diagnosis or you know what I'm saying, like in this case somebody was expecting and they may have lost their baby, or they may be having a challenging pregnancy. Why is that not? What I'm simply saying is I don't understand why that's not a part of the process of people's thinking. That's the part I don't get. Why does that not go on a table? Like, okay, I mean, because even if shit is secret, we know what we be doing. We know. Even if we're managing to wear the mask for a world, we know. Why is that not something, a part of the process? Okay, I'm a part of a cult and we do weird shit. So this could be backlash. We did get it, we went to a reader or guidance came through that we should stop doing this, and we said we don't want to stop doing this because we don't like this person. Whatever reason, we said we're not stopping. We want this money. We don't like this person. Whatever. So there's still a choice. No matter what the reasons behind it, it's still a choice. We have to prove that don't nobody tell us to do. Okay, very well. That's still a choice. Mercury, I told you, air, the element of air. These people, look at obsessed, devil energy. They're obsessed. They talk trash. They were claiming you all were toxic. They were sending you all toxic shit, contaminating the air with doing spells with smoke and cigarettes and tampering with the element of air, communications. This is documents, this is writings, this is false testimonies, this is gossip, this is rumors, this is head fucks, mind control, mental magic, but this is also tampering with air quality. Abraham Maslow's hierarchy need, that's on the very first brick. It talks about air. So these people have been trying to compromise the health and the well-being. This is unjustifiable. And it's very, very small margins of which this is the shit you're supposed to use trying to get motherfuckers who trying to terrorize the U.S. That's what the fuck, some legit shit. And even then there's a protocol that's supposed to be had with it. Before you just be willy-nilly in it and some shit. On some bogus ass, you know what I'm saying, testimony or some bogus ass extreme. You see what I'm saying? Before you start putting out a full-fledged shit that you can't take back. You compromise somebody's livelihood and health and well-being. You can't take it back. You can't say oopsie, erase backspace. Because what if they didn't make it? You know what I'm saying? So you can't just, this ain't something you can just go, oh, you know, well, my bad. No, it's they bad, all right. I told y'all air. So we have air and fire. So they're sending some ferocious energy to y'all. Constantly. Physically and energetically. Because these are some people who possibly, like I said, was actually doing physical tampering on top of the abuse of a cult. A Gemini could be involved. Card number 3. 28 breaks down to 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune. Like, a lot of these people got into this because this was a come up. And everybody love a good come up, huh? You get all your friends hired. Fusion centers are hiring stalkers. All you need of a job? They're trying it now. I'm going to make this quick, because it's some nice little surprises coming for tonight. Go stimulate the economy. You need a job? Major come up. You know, I got the hookup. Holla if you hear me. That's what these people got involved with. And, you know, they couldn't tell other folks, you know, because they wanted to like, oh, you know, I got a job. And, you know, it's like, oh, so good, so proud. Yeah, no, I'm a part of a cult. Yeah. Okay. And now I got the sun again, 13. Okay, again, these people could have been trying to put an end to your son. Or, you know, or again. For some of you, these people are upset because of the exposure. Okay, you could have known something. It could have been somebody's lover, sibling, a Gemini, a fire sign, a Scorpio, a Leo. They could have been having twins. Or this could be a twin. And here's a cat. Capricorn is coming out. And then Neptune. It could be a Gemini, a Capricorn, and a fire sign. That is working with a Scorpio girl. The Scorpio could have been the one that was pregnant, possibly. Or someone connected to the Scorpio was the one that was pregnant. And they were working with these 3 energies right here. This illusion. And a Leo. Oh, it's getting, damn. Damn. I know it's going to be like precise like thought, but okay. Shit. So, yeah. And like I said, y'all take this as a resonate. If it's not the Scorpio, whoever it is, somebody, bitch. And as usual, their favorite thing to do is to blame feminine when they don't want to take responsibility. Bitch, what were you involved with? Stop playing. Stop playing. You know what you did last summer. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop playing. You get don't do that. It's just they doing this. No, they not doing nothing. The energy has been rerouted under the jurisdiction of higher authority, under the jurisdiction of the honorable feminine and masculine, their oversouls, and their team made a call on it. Not justifiable. This is rejected. By that energy, this was based in ego. This is based in entitlement. This is based in pettiness. This is based in greed. This is based in anything and everything but what is actually justifiable under the laws and rules and regs of honorable occult practice. I'm going to say it like that. Honorable. This is on some petty bitterness, bully energy. You do not have judicial justifiable cause for being a bully, for sending infernos and death and all these assaults to these beings. So energy is rerouted to you. It's going somewhere. Punting. Oh, mama see booty. Oh, mama see it, punting. He the good. He the good boy. Oh, yes, him is. Mama love it. Because he the good boy. I'm sorry, it's him good. Huh. Oh, let me see. Oh, him a good boy. Mama love her baby. Punting. Oh, let's show the people see punting. Hold on, girl. I'm doing a reading. Oh, look and say hello. Say my name is Osiris, the Black Panther. Yeah, it's all punting. Mama love you, boo boo. Oh, he the good. Huh? He the good boy, huh? Punting. His name not punting. Hold on, Darrell. His name is Osiris. Wait. His name is Osiris Baby Boo Booty Booty Pumpkin. Oh, look at it. He's just a good boy. Oh, mama said. Oh, he's the good. Huh. Look at him. Y'all can see him. He's spoiled. Oh, punching. Oh, he's just so good. Huh, punching. Oh, mama love it. And give him a massage. Huh, make him feel better. Huh, punching. Oh. Say yes, mama. Just help me to decompress from all the stress. Pumpkin. Baby boo booty booty pumpkin. Oh, look at it. It's a score. He likes me to make funny sounds. Pumpkin. Osiris is baby boo booty booty pumpkin. He purring. Because he comfortable. Okay, let me finish this reading up because I got both of my boys here. Both of my boys vying for attention here. Oh, Pumpkin. Let him mama finish, K Pumpkin. Oh, I see. He's so cute. He's loafed here on my lap. Okay. Let him mama. Let him mama finish, Kay. Oh, mama see. Oh, I see him ears is, huh, Pumpkin? Ooh. He like get him massage on him ears. Huh, booty Pumpkin? Oh, yes. Oh, I feel good. Huh? Yeah, he is enjoying himself. Let me end this and finish up.